First, I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth and sincerity. And shout out to Akim out there that's waking up to this truth, who's going out here also prophesying, whether you be a one-man camp or, have more than one member in your camp. You're coming out and you're proclaiming this truth, and that's what we're to do until Yahushai himself returns. And it's going to be a glorious day, because we're waking up as to who we are in this land where they said that we are not the people, that we couldn't be the people, that there's no way that we're the people, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of faith that be among them. No, we are totally shutting down Christianity and exposing it for the lie that it is. So I'm going to read out of Hosea chapter 2 today, and hopefully this will be edifying, as it's going to mention this place. Say ye unto brethren, Ami, to your sisters, Rahama, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. So again, this is talking about how we went off, because we'd rather be laid with a woman, and woman is the downfall of our nation, thus Eve, because first Esau came as the serpent, and then eventually he would come back as Cain, then eventually Esau himself. So we know he is the liar and the father of it, and it was our women, that got us to go off. So, that's what this is talking about. And I will have mercy upon her children, for the children of whoredoms. So again, it's talking about this nation, that the Israelites will receive mercy in that day. For their mother hath played the harlot. She that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go afar, my lovers, that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and my drink. So again, this is, talking about how we're going to be restored out of this. That's what's happening now. This awakening is happening here in the land where it says that you are not my people. Because, everybody else is the Jews but us, right? It can't be you. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up the way with thorns, and make a wall, and she shall not find her path, and she shall follow after her lovers. Again, and that's what our women are doing. Our women are, following after their lusts and lovers, and they're in love with Esau. Because I'm going to skip down here and into verse 15. And I will give her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope, and she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. And again, when pretty much a whole idea of how we strayed away from Yahweh and Yahushai originally, why there has to be a Savior to begin, is because thus we got off the path. We followed woman, and she followed the serpent, which is Esau now. And it shall be at that day, saith Yahweh, thou shalt call me Ishai, and shalt call me no more Bali. And Bali, is another term for Jesus, you could say, because we're called, our people are calling him by different names. These are pagan names. That's not the real names of Yahweh and Yahushai, but we're going to know the true one, The elect, the one-third, are going to know the true names, Yahweh and Yahushai. We will no longer call them by them pagan names. So we will no longer be calling them by the name of Balaam. For I will take away the names of Balaam out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. Again, that's what's happening now. We now know that the world ignorantly calls him Jesus Christ, and ignorantly follows after the white man, Cesare Borgia, who is David Rothschild today. And so we are no longer calling by that name. That's why we teach the names of Yahweh and Yahushai. And that day will I make a covenant with them, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with creeping things off the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and I will make them to lie down safely. Again, he's going to destroy this place, Babylon the Great, America, who has been the hammer of the whole earth, and has destroyed kingdom after kingdom. Thus, eventually, Esau is going to be a myth. And I will betroth thee unto me for over yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment, and in loving kindness and in mercies. And that is when this place, America, is destroyed by nuclear fire, is what his real tender mercies is dealing with here. I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know Yahweh. And it shall come to pass that in the day I will hear, saith Yahweh, I will hear from heavens, and they shall hear the earth. And the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I will say to them which were not my people, thou art my people, and they shall say, thou art my God. You know, which we call him on the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And this is the place where it was said that we were not his people, you know. But he's now calling us out. He's calling us out of this place. He's telling us to get out from Babylon. Come out of her, my people. And this awakening is happening. It's transpiring all over the world. So Esau's doing what he can to try to discredit us, you know. Oh, you can't be the Hebrew Israelites. You can't be. You just can't, you know. Because, you know, he wants to call us everything else. But we are waking up to the false doctrines of stretch Christianity and learning that pretty much that this was only meant for the Israelites. That's what the Old Testament's about, and that's what the New Testament's about. It's about the rebuilding of Jerusalem. Thus, New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven. That is, when we get beamed up in them chariots, the elect, the 1/3, that's going to be beamed up, and it's going to come down. We're going to rebuild heaven and earth and New Jerusalem. We are that, hopefully. We, the hopeful elect, you know. But, you know, any of us could fall off at any minute. That's why you want to make sure you don't go off, you know. Make sure you're staying plugged into this, you know. Studying and showing yourself to be worthy. That is, coming out here and proclaiming this. You know, you should take great pleasure in knowing that this place is soon to be destroyed. That we'll no longer have to be captive. Because what's great about this place? Oh, you get a good job or whatever and you'll be able to do all these things? No, man. Jobs, that's slavery, man. But that's what this so-called American dream is, right? Get a good job and you'll do okay. That's slavery, man. Ain't nothing given to you. Ain't nothing here. This once was our land, thus the tribe of Gad, and it was taken away from Gad and been in prison ever since. And it has taken captive the northern and southern kingdom, which is Judah, the southern kingdom, and the northern kingdom, which is Israel, or better known as Ephraim, you know. And just, you can see, though, that this thing is blown up worldwide, and Esau can't do anything to stop prophecy. This being the year of prophecy, we're going to see more pop off, you know, as they're starting to make their moves towards Iran, and Iran is starting to form a revolution against, you know, the occupation of Palestine, which neither does it belong to the Ishmaelites nor the Edomites, the Amalekites that call themselves Jews. Thus it belongs to us. But we know it is Yahweh Shai himself that will bring us back. Thus the New Jerusalem come down. But this old one has to be destroyed. He has to cleanse the earth of all its filthiness. You know, Tel Aviv is the fat capital of the world. And San Francisco is like the fat capital of Babylon, pretty much. You know? And you've got every type of things protecting these sodomites. And the Most High, he destroyed Sodom for these very reasons. And this place of Egypt, our captivity, is about to be destroyed. This place of Sodom, Egypt, spiritually, where it is said we are not his people, that it can't be us. You know? How dare you black people claim to be of the Most High? How dare you Latino people claim to be of the Most High? How dare you Native Americans, you Indians, proclaim to be the sons of the living power. How dare you confusion of faces, but they won't call us that, you know. But they'll use these other camps to bring down the confusion of faces. Say, oh, you got an Edomite in your camp, you know. Well, that's kind of funny, though, you know, because, again, we integrated with everything, so we're not all going to look alike, you know. But, you know, that's what Esau's tried to destroy, you know, the best that he can. But it's not working, you know. The more and more he tries to push against us, the more and more this word thrusts forward. For that is our sword. And he can't do anything about it. This prophecy is coming out no matter what, no matter how they say, oh, I don't want you talking about that anymore. We're going to talk about it. We're going to come out here and proclaim. There's going to be a whole lot more of us until finally the famine of the word comes. This being the year of prophecy, you know, well, seek him while he may be found, because we may not always be out here. We know that martial law is coming. We know that the UN has moved into Chicago, so they're shutting down the bigger metropolitan areas. So it's just a matter of time. And this being Shasta County, the #1 place of chemtrails, you know, which is very well known that, you know, they've been spraying us with everything, you know. Eventually they're going to cause other things to happen, you know. We just had an announcement here in Shasta County that, you know, there's more in the water supply, you know. That's what Esau's doing, trying to poison us. Trying to poison us. He is poisoning us. He's poisoning the earth. He's destroying the whole fucking planet. That's why he's got to be removed. And only one way to remove him is to burn him with fire. So I hope this has been edifying. By all means, come out of Babylon while you still can. Get away from women who will try to, you know, get you to go to the 501c3 church, try to misguide you. Remember, she was your temptress from the very beginning. Shalom.